Once upon a time, having kids was as common as dial-up internet in the 90s. Fast forward to today, and people treat babies like NFTs. Cool to look at, but not something they actually want to own. So why are humans collectively hitting the snooze button on reproduction? Let's dive into the reasons behind this modern phenomenon. Picture this. You're 28, sipping your $7 oat milk latte, scrolling Instagram, and Karen from high school just posted her 4th gender reveal party. Meanwhile, you're sitting there debating if you can afford eggs, not for a baby, but for breakfast. Welcome to adulthood in the 2020s, where the biggest fertility hurdle is the price of avocados. And don't even get me started on the cultural obsession with success. Somewhere along the line, we replaced baby cribs with corner offices and stroller walks with Peloton rides. Have kids? Sure, but first, let me max out my 401k, travel to Bali, and figure out if I even like myself. Spoiler, I don't. Back in medieval times, having kids wasn't a choice. It was a survival strategy. Your cow died? No problem. You had 6 kids to milk one another's goats or whatever. Now, forget it. Kids aren't free labor anymore. They're walking, screaming financial liabilities. If you told a medieval peasant that parents today shell out $300 for a smart bassinet, they'd laugh themselves to death. Let's talk money, because nothing says romance like a budget spreadsheet. In America, having a kid is basically like taking out a second mortgage, except instead of getting a house, you get an 8-pound human who pukes on your good shirt. Between childcare, education, and that overpriced Montessori school, you'll feel guilty not sending them to. It's no wonder people are opting out. And let's not forget the U.S. government's stellar support for parents. Paid parental leave, affordable childcare. Who needs those when we've got, thoughts and prayers? And then, there's the financial apocalypse no one talks about, breaking up. If you think raising a child together is expensive, try doing it separately. Picture this. A man leaves the relationship, thinking he'll regain his freedom, only to find himself living on ramen noodles and renting a studio apartment, while his ex drives a new SUV thanks to child support. You've got the court deciding how much of his paycheck gets sliced off every month, leaving just enough for him to afford a Netflix subscription and a mattress on the floor. Oh, and let's not forget the priceless experience of kids asking, "Dad, why do we have to hang out at your sad apartment?" It's not just a breakup, it's a financial execution. So if you wonder why people are hesitant about starting families, it's not just the upfront cost of diapers and daycare. It's the long-term subscription to financial doom that comes with the what-if scenarios. Now let's talk about the world itself. Climate change, political instability, billionaires building rockets to escape the planet we ruined. Millennials and Gen Z aren't saying, "I don't want kids." They're saying, "I don't want kids on this version of Earth." Honestly, who can blame them? The average person can't afford a house, let alone emotionally prepare a child for a future where robots are CEOs and TikTok trends determine global policies. You think your kid's first word will be mama? Nah, it's going to be algorithm. Okay, but it's not all doom and gloom. Some people are choosing to have kids because they genuinely want to. Crazy concept, right? For them, parenthood is about love, legacy, and building something meaningful. It's not about economic calculations or Instagram aesthetics. It's about, well, life. And for the rest of us, maybe we just need to reimagine what success and fulfillment look like. After all, whether you're raising babies or raising houseplants, the goal is the same: to nurture something that makes the world a little brighter, even if it's just your monstera. So, are you team no kids, team maybe someday, or team already drowning in diapers? Here's the real takeaway. The choice to have or not have kids is deeply personal. But whatever you choose, just make sure it's not because Karen guilted you into it with her Pinterest perfect baby shower.